is going to be Christmas is coming very soon. So this live session is completely to discuss about Christmas commerce and New Year 2023. So in this session, as I said, email and SMS strategies is going to be the conversations. So let us proceed. Basically, the biggest sale that which happened was Black Friday and Cyber Monday, after which Christmas 22 and New Year 23 is going to be the next big sale, holiday sale. So, according to National Retail Federation, NRF, the total retail sales growth rate is 14.1% from November to December. The growth rate of e commerce sales is 11.3% in the same period. And important holiday sale statistics and trends based on which we have analyzed, according to Salesforce 2022 cyber week figures, global online sales hit an all-time high of $281 billion, which is up to 2% high compared to 2021, and $68 billion in the US, up by 9% compared to 2021, which is really high. And Delight forecasts e-commerce holiday sales reaching between $260 billion and $264 billion this holiday season. This is what Delight forecasts. And subject lines featuring Christmas and holidays have an average opening rate of 46%, which means customers are expecting a lot from us. And learnings from BFCM, that is Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales and Cyber Week, are as follows. Despite many retailers reporting lighter foot traffic, online sales across Cyber Week reached $281 billion globally, as we already said, an increase of 2%, and $68 billion in the US, which is 9% increase. Momentum likely to continue in December as well. As December, we have Christmas and New Year season coming up. By online purchase in stores, adoption also increases. So even that increased up to 9% globally. Consumers stretch their dollars with buy now, pay later, 5% increase in orders. So now let us ready to make the best of this season. And if you want to know how, here we have, I would like Helen to proceed.
Hi, everyone. All right, let me go ahead and share the screen. Perfect. All right, so thank you, Senthil, for the introduction. Let's go ahead and get started, right? So in this live event, we're going to be discussing 9 Christmas and New Year email marketing tips. We'll also be discussing some SMS tips as well, but that'll come a little bit later. Let's go ahead and get started. So tip number 1, analyze your previous holiday campaigns. So reviewing your past campaigns will really help you optimize your upcoming ones for Christmas and New Year's if you're doing a New Year's sale. And it'll also help you in avoiding making similar mistakes, such as the ones you may have made in Black Friday, Cyber Monday. You really want to start with questions like who was the target audience of your past campaigns? Does that need to be adjusted, or have you hit the nail on the head? What was the objective of the campaign? This is a very important question that I really would suggest asking of every single campaign that goes out. You want to make sure that it has intent, and not only does it have the intent that you would like, but it also hits the right people. Does it resonate with your audience? So of course, everyone has different ways that something may resonate with them. Something may resonate with me if I'm more like text heavy. Some people resonate with like more images. You just want to make sure that you analyze your users and kind of see what works best for them. It's not all about you, it's about them. So you want to make sure even if you like it, your users like it as well. What is the demography of your target audience? What marketing channels were used? So did you use all the marketing channels you could have? Were least, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the campaign? Make sure you kind of do like a SWOT analysis and kind of see what, what worked really well. If you had done something different for Black Friday and Cyber Monday and it really like worked, did it maybe not work out as much as you would hope so? So kind of take a look at that and analyze moving forward. You want to go ahead and segment your email list and send targeted emails. So you want to make sure you customize your offers, your discounts, your products, and then make recommendations based on the customer's interests and buying patterns. We'll kind of go into that a little bit more here. So segmentation possibilities are endless on Engage. That's one of the many things that I love our platform so much. So for example, if you would like to segment based off of purchase behavior, right? For example, if someone just has not made a purchase yet or has made a very low purchase and you really want to push them towards like making that really big purchase, you could provide them a bigger discount. So for example, if someone has spent less than $100, you could give them a 20% discount. If someone is like a repeat customer that just loves and knows your product, you can probably give them like a 10 or 15% discount. Obviously, they don't have to know that, but it's a good strategy just to maximize your profits. And also, if that customer is a repeat customer, they're just happy to get any discount. They don't need to know that they got a lower discount. Email activities. This is something that I use quite often day to day. If you are sending out such as a New Year's campaign, right? Some people really start the day before or a couple days before. I believe some of my clients at the moment, we're kind of looking at beginning on the 29th. I think that's a really good day. Some people might take the 30th off, but most people will be in office checking their email on the 29th. You want to make sure that you're not just sending out one day. If you're going to send out a campaign, for example, on Thursday the 29th, you'd want to send maybe a follow-up on the 31st. And you can segment that based off of campaign activity. If they had opened it, maybe you don't want to necessarily bombard your users. So you only send it out to people who have not opened, for example, or who have opened and have not purchased yet. You can also send based on demographics and user fields as well. So these are a couple of different ways that you can segment and Engage. Automations. I personally love automations. I love it when I'm able to get stuff done, but I don't have to personally go in and look at it every single day. It's done for you, hence automation. You really want to advance your holiday email campaign and reach the target audience at the right time with the right message. And it's really difficult when you have so many users. I'm not going to go in and email every single person. There's not enough time in the world for that. So you just want to make sure you automate them and don't forget about them. We're going to kind of go into the different workflows here. Something that is extremely successful I see in all sorts of companies, and it really resonates with me, is cart recovery. So according to Statistica, cart abandonment rate is around 88% globally, right? I'm guilty of it. I love online shopping. I'll put a bunch of products into my cart, but that price I'm just not ready to purchase yet, right? So like this says, a lot of people do online shopping. They leave items in their cart, and this can be recovered with the cart abandonment emails. Letting them know like, hey, Christmas is coming. Like, you want to make sure you get your presents now. New year, new you. Limited time. You want to make sure you put keywords in there, just to make sure people get that extra boost. Post-purchase emails are extremely important. People want to feel like you care about them, not just you want to sell your products. So make sure you prepare. This could be like, for example, an email confirmation as well. That's a similar workflow to post-purchase, just to confirm that they have received the order. You could also send a thank you, just letting them know like, hey, we are a small business. We appreciate your buying from us. Here's any information you need to know. You can also ask for a review as well. So just a couple of things to extend the user life cycle. We're not just, making a purchase and then cutting off all contact. We want to make sure that we're constantly touching base with our users. Back in stock emails. I love back in stock emails. I use them all the time, especially as like a consumer. If something I want is really, really out of stock, I am the kind of person that will put in my email to receive back in stock notifications. So don't neglect this. It's a great way to grab new users and just let people know, hey, we have our new product in stock. It's also a great way to promote any new products. And at the bottom, perhaps, doesn't just have to be strictly like one item is back in stock. You could possibly put like recommendations at the bottom. There's lots of ways to go about this. And as it says, like you want to really include like words of urgency, grab it before it's gone, won't be in stock for long, selling out. So you want to make sure that you include that in the subject line as well, so people kind of understand the point of the email. We went over a couple, but here's like a full list that we were able to use in Bayengage. So we kind of talked about the abandoned cart recovery. The order fulfillment is what I had mentioned a little bit earlier. It kind of goes into like the order confirmation notification. If there's like a delay, you want to make sure that people know. Win back customers, if it's been like a while since win back and reorder are kind of similar in their intent a little bit. If you just haven't really seen like a customer made a purchase in a little bit and you're wondering where they are, for example, you could set a timer. So if they haven't made a purchase in say 12 weeks, and that's the amount of time that it takes for someone to use the entirety of like a jar or a specific product, you could just be like, hey, like we it looks like we are like running out. We are running out. Oops, so sorry, what is going on here? Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. We back in stock. I'm so sorry. So for example, you want to make sure that you are sending back in stock emails, letting people know that this popular product is back in stock. You want to make sure that you are upselling your products. This could be done in every single one of these email automations. It doesn't have to be like a separate email in itself. You could put some recommended products at the bottom. You could promote some new products. Birthday automations. If you have, if you're collecting that data, that's the key thing. If you're not collecting data, you're not able to use that specific automation. I would recommend it. I love it. I love looking at my emails on my birthday and seeing what discounts I get. So don't take advantage of that as well. And then review request. If reviews make the world go round. I always look at reviews before I purchase. If you want to make sure that you're asking your loyal product or your customers for product reviews or even site reviews, just kind of boosting your site. Tip number 4, you want to leverage the power of responsive email templates. So take your time with these email templates. You really want to make sure it grabs the customer's attention. It needs to be attractive at the same time, but you want to make sure it's relevant. You don't want to put a bunch of colors in there. It can get a little bit confusing. I think this is a great example over here. It gets the point done. I would even make this a little bit bigger, but Merry Christmas. You can see the 75% off is very prominent. You're letting them know what the sale is. You could also be displaying some products here, or if you're featuring different sales, for example, if you're doing 75% off a different section, but you're doing 50% off another product, you could list them at the bottom. You want to make sure that you give coupon codes, right? I would suggest for the new year, new you. It's a good trend that's been going around. You could offer like a 15% off. If the way that your shop is, if you're not able to give like a high discount just because of your margins, for example, that's okay. You don't always have to give like a coupon discount, but just make sure that you're kind of listing the products. You could also do like a sale clearance, right? Those sales products are already marked down. You can market that as a sale when you're just trying to get rid of clearance. That way you have more inventory to start with in the new year. You want to evoke a sense of urgency, of course, and that really goes with all of your campaigns. You want to make sure it's limited time. One thing that I love about our Bayengage platform is that it has the countdown timer. You want to make sure that the countdown timer is adjusted to the correct time zone and the correct time. It isn't military time, but I think that is a great way of showcasing urgency. You need to purchase this now. You only have 2 hours to go. This really helps with flash sales as well. So I would definitely recommend that. Make your email stand out and use some stock images. I believe a free website that has great photos. It's Pexels. I use that all the time. You want to make sure you're using theme-based elements, using the same color scheme around. You want to make sure that you are staying on brand. You don't want to put together something, for example, if you are a like a baseball bat gear store or glove store, you don't want to put like frilly things on a campaign. You want to make sure that you are staying true to yourself and your brand, so that way your users are not confused. They need to know that it's your brand based off of like the 5 seconds when they open the email. Your logo should be at the top. And of course, you still want to incorporate those Christmas colors and elements in there, but make it appropriate. This is huge. Mobile response layouts, right? So responsive layout. So I do 90% of my browsing on my phone. And if I kind of see, if I click on a website and I see that the website is not optimized for mobile, it kind of is a little off-putting. It makes it hard to navigate. The same way goes for your email campaigns. If I'm clicking on an email and it just kind of looks wonky, I may even think that it is spam. I'm not likely to click. So you want to make sure that it is mobile optimized. And use large readable fonts. So I would recommend actually, I believe I normally hover around 16 to 18 in our Bang Gauge editor. Something to keep in mind as well is we always like to preview our email campaigns. So send yourself like a test email, check it out, see how it looks on mobile versus it looks on web. Sometimes it looks a little bit small on our editor, and I'll send myself an email and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks a little too big. Let me lower the font. You don't want to lose too large. So just keep that in mind. Here are a couple of examples of our email templates. I love this Santa one. I think it's so cute. But if you're looking for something more serious, this is great as well. Make sure you're using like stock images. You don't want to use poor quality images. It doesn't even have to be like the best, but just something that is on brand. For example, this one is great. You can change the background color to match your color scheme. There is a call to action button at there. I believe the statistic is you should have a call to action within the first third of the email campaign. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. Oh, and I forgot to mention, even if you're not doing like a sale, I would really suggest sending out a holiday touch base. This is great right here. You don't even have to include the 35% off or the offer. You could just be Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from our family to yours. Just something as a touch base. Again, users really like to feel as if they're part of the family. They don't want to feel like you're constantly pushing promotions on them. And of course, this holiday season, it is a little bit different, but just kind of keep that in mind moving forward as well. Grab your shopper's attention with some attractive subject lines. I love subject lines. I love creating them, but it can be a little hard, especially when you're looking at the urgency of it. You're looking at making sure the characters fit. You don't want to be too spammy. So it is juggling a lot. You have 3 seconds to grab your customer's attention. And that is true. Whenever I'm scrolling, if I kind of see something that's like, I'm not really interested in that, there's nothing offering it to me, I don't know what the point is, I kind of scroll past. You want to use words like last chance, don't miss out, holiday deal, promotion, discount. Free shipping is great. Even if you you know what I mean? They don't know that you always offer free shipping. They're like, free shipping for the holiday season, limited time offer. And you really want to make sure, especially with this holiday season, you are looking at delivery times. Delivery times is a really big thing. At the moment, most of my clients are doing the cutoff of December 17th, I believe. But that obviously alternates with each store, each client. You want to see, at what point, what is the last point in which an order can be placed that it can be delivered by Christmas. So you want to perhaps do like a subject line like last call for Christmas gifts or last chance for Christmas delivery. That's a great one as well. Of course, some people are a little hesitant because they don't want to make too big of a claim and have it perhaps not arrive in time. So just kind of keep that in mind and do as you think would be best for your company. You want to add some numerical values in there. If you want to do like 30%, $10 off, for example. Include emojis. You want to make sure that you're using the appropriate ones. For example, if it's if your company is more fun and pledged, if you want to use like a $sign emoji or like a heart emoji, that would be great. You can also use like a Christmas tree if it's like a holiday. give context by saying, like, Christmas, New Year, so they kind of know what it's promoting towards. You want to create a sense of urgency, which we kind of touched on. Personalizing your subject line. So this is a little iffy for me. I love personalization. However, you need to be collecting the data. And you also have to think if, for example, if a user does not give you their first name, it's not going to be inserted in there. So if you're using like personalization, I would recommend staying away from like commas. So that way, even if so for example, my name is Helen. So here's 10% off Helen. You would want to make sure that there's no like period or anything after Helen or exclamation point. So that way, if I didn't provide my name, it just says here's 10% off, and it kind of does resonate with the user. And then just avoid using too many spammy words. I think we kind of all know what kind of spam looks like. You want to make sure you're staying away from that. Here are a couple of examples. Claim your Santa's gift, flat 20% off. I wouldn't even include the flat. Extended Christmas sale, buy one, get one free. We love BOGO. Order for 12 p.m. and get free shipping. This is great. I see this all the time. So these are a couple of examples to give you some inspiration. Again, I would really suggest sending yourself a test email and seeing if the subject line shows up all the way on mobile, right? So if it's really long and like this section gets cut off and I don't know what the sale is, perhaps I might not open. You want to make sure your preview text is showing up. I know it can be a little different on desktop and mobile. A little bit will be cut off, but you want to make sure that the majority of the beginning of the preview text tells the user exactly what the email is about. I love this one as well. It's not too late. Extended flash sale. That's a great one as well. And number 6, offer discounts and for delivery. With high inflation levels, shoppers are looking for big discounts, right? Again, some people are not able to offer that, and that's okay. You can do early bird offers, early New Year's sale. You can do weekend sales discount, like a flash sale, for example, and special giveaways just to show customer appreciation. You don't want to fall into the discount chicken game. You want to really take advantage of exclusivity, urgency, and sustainability. And number 7, we kind of touched base on this, but it is so important. I'm going to mention again, optimize your site for mobile. I cannot say it enough. I use my phone so much. I know a lot of people do. Even in like the older generation, they're always on the go. You really want to make sure that you are keeping up with that as well. Number 8, you want to share holiday gift guides. I think that gift guides are the best thing ever. I know my coworker Danielle loves them. We've done a couple. With 62% of U.S. shoppers buying gifts in the week before Christmas, I am guilty. Give your shoppers a chill pill with some gift guides. This is great. So I would say if you're going to use a gift guide, say for who. So for example, on this template right here, you can kind of see it's marketing like bags. You got some sunglasses, some maybe hats, for some clothing. You want to say for the fashionista. So for example, if you are going back to my previous example of like a baseball company, for the sports fanatic or for a baseball lover, you want to make sure that you really hit the nail on the head with that. And so that way, when a user looks at your campaign, they're like, oh, my brother or my father is a great like a baseball player, he would love this, or my sister loves fashion, she would love this. So you really want to make sure that you're helping people think and pushing your users to make that purchase. You can include gifts based on age group, right? Marketing to toddlers, teens, youth, and this really goes back to who are you marketing towards? What's your demographic? You want to based on relationships. So this would be the perfect best friend's gift, or this is the perfect gift for your boss, because we all, of course, know you can't get your best friend and your boss the same thing. Your interests, are you interested in fitness? Are you interested in like baking, painting, sports? And then price points. This is really important as well. You want to make sure that you're listing some products that are available to everyone. So I know some people may be on a budget this year, so you want to showcase gifts under 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. And that is a great subject line as well. That might help users scroll and see, hey, $20, let's see what I can get for my best friend. And last but not least, number 9, extend the New Year and holiday season sale. So after weeks of indulgence leading up to Christmas, people are looking to buy new products to fit with their change in lifestyle. I'm guilty. I always say, New Year, new me. I'm going to get into fitness. I'm going to do that. And of course, I make these big purchases. Sometimes I don't always hold up at my end of the deal when it comes to New Year's resolutions. But I love, purchasing products that really help me continue that lifestyle. And it really provides a great opportunity to cross sell your other products as well. So please take advantage of this. Products which consumers are often looking to buy post Christmas include health, beauty, lifestyle. People are going to be hitting the gym, so you really want to market, for example, new clothing line for exercise clothing, some vitamins, any new beauty products. Products for the home. So New Year's and Christmas will be over at that point. You want to do some like clean furniture, for example, that really resonates with people in the new year. Products for holiday or breakaway, and then products to simplify and organize. So you can also start marketing Valentine's Day gifts as well. Some people really think that far ahead. So you really want to see what resonates best with your users for sure. Alrighty, so we kind of covered email marketing. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Senthil. He's gonna be covering the best SMS practices to increase your holiday sales. And I really encourage SMS. I think it's a great product for people to use if you don't already have it already. It gets way more visibility than email does. And it's a lot simpler. It's a text and you can click the link. And there's so much. I love SMS so much, but I'll go ahead and let Senthil take over.
Wow, that's a very good session from our email marketing specialist, Helen. Thank you very much for that, Helen. Okay, so you made my work easy here. And as I know, Helen was explaining, so we are going to discuss about the SMS best practices to increase holiday sales. Of course, as Helen said, most of our people will be using their mobile device very often, maybe 95%. So apart from sending emails to increase the sales, we have a very good option, which is SMS. So we from Target Bay and Bay Engage doing the best in terms of SMS, and this is the best practice for this holiday season. So let us not wait for the season to start, and let us start early. Do not wait until a week before Christmas. Start your SMS campaigns, plan in advance, and start your campaigns as early as possible, because that is when customers will know what are the special offers that you are providing, and the possibility of sales will be more before any other your competitor comes into the picture. And we from Bayengage has a very good option to have a conversations with the customers in case customers have any queries, or if they want to know more about the product, they can send a message to the dedicated number that which we'll be assigning, and you can reply to their messages directly to the customers, which will also be more lively, and customers will love to proceed with the purchase. And of course, when we have sales, when we have email campaigns, or when we have SMS campaigns, there are high possibility for the abandonment cart as well. In that scenario, we can schedule SMS to reach the customers, whoever leaves the product in the cart, informing them, hey, you have left this product into the cart. And not only the customers who left during this season, whichever customers who have left the product in their cart even earlier, we can send a campaign to all those customers stating, come back and purchase. This is the time for you to get a very good offer. Of course, when we are recommending something, we'll be having the templates also ready. So we from Engage have already created the template for Christmas and New Year, which is ready for you people to use and to reach the customers. So we have all the resources like tutorials and everything ready for you people. In case if you need more information, or if you people would like to get in touch with us, you can always send an email to us. And this is Senthil, Senior Customer Success Manager from Target B.
Does anyone have any questions? If someone has a question and doesn't want to speak up, there is a Q&A little group chat box if you want to go ahead and put a question in there. Danielle had asked a question here. She says, what days should you send out emails? Are certain times better than other? I would say Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best days, and you would really want to see about sending either in the morning around 11:30 or in the afternoon at 1:30. You kind of want to do some A/B testing as well, see what your users resonate with, and kind of go from there.
Thank you, Daniel, for that question.
Okay, if no one has any questions, we'll go ahead and conclude our live event. Thank you guys so much for attending. We look forward to answering any questions you may have.